So we started working on the update sources methodology, and we followed few steps to configure the update source in the target instance. So go to the update source. So this is what the update source that was created and linked to the source instance. And yesterday we retrieved this update set version 3.0, right? So you can open this, right? So now we can see some errors here. So it is automatically previewed. So in this update source methodology, you need not click on the button to preview. Automatically, the system will preview the update set, retrieved update set, and it will throw up the errors if any. So now we can see there are errors here, around 9 errors. So we need to fix all these errors. Then only we can proceed further. Right. So what this? So there are basic few common errors that you need to understand. So this is something related to user criteria. This is a variable. This is again variable. Getting it? So this is client script, catalog client script. This is variable. This is the catalog item. This is again the deletion of user criteria, right? Deletion of user criteria. So what you need to do for these errors? So you have actions here. Okay. How you can handle these errors? You have the actions here. You can use these actions to handle these errors. Getting it? So there are different types of actions that you see here. First is, so this is the retrieved update set from other instance. This is retrieved update set from other instance. So this is called remote update. Remote update. Update set, or you can say updates in the update set. It refers to the updates coming from the update set from other instance, okay, or from other source. Getting it? So remote update means the update coming from other instance. So local update, what do you mean by local update? It refers to the update already present in the target instance. Local means local update. Remote means the update coming from other source. Okay. So we already migrated this catalog item and then we backed out. Getting it? So that's the reason these errors are throwing up here. So now what we can do here is we need to so the error says found a local update that is newer than this one. Found a local update. Local update means update present in this target instance. There is already update present in the target instance, it seems, which is the latest to the update coming from the update source, update set. Found a local update that is newer than this update. So that means this update. So this update is older, it seems, and the update present in the this target instance is the latest, it seems. Okay. So found a local update that is newer than this. So in the target, it seems there is a already latest update, and the update coming from this update set is older, it seems. Getting it? So that means already an update present in the target, and again we are still trying to send another update from source, and there is a conflict that. So update present in this target is latest compared to the update coming from the source. So what we can do here is we'll take the decision by comparing. We'll take the decision by comparing the local update and then remote update. Getting it? So compare with local. So this is a remote update. Okay. This is the remote update. And we want to compare this remote update with update present in the instance, target instance. So compare with local. Click on this. So after comparison, then we can take the decision. So this local update is related to delete, and but local update is related to delete operation, whereas remote update is related to insert and update. So we are comparing user criteria. Okay, we are comparing user criteria update. So there is no group in the local update user criteria, but there is a group present in the user criteria which is coming from the remote, and this is the title. So overall local update got deleted, so but this is a new entry coming from the remote instance, remote update. So with this comparison I can understand that we need to accept this remote update. There is no update in the local instance, it is deleted. But as part of the comparison, after the comparison, I understood that this update can be accepted. Okay, so this user criteria, after comparison, I could understand that the local update it is deleted, but we want user criteria as part of the catalog item. So I need to accept the update coming from remote. So there is a action here called accept remote update. Or if you want to skip remote update, you do not want to accept it, you want to ignore it, so you can skip it. Based upon comparison and based upon your analysis, you should take the decision. Getting it? So in this case, we can accept the remote update. If you skip it, right, the remote update will not be moved into the target. Remote update, whatever the update coming here, right, that will not be moved to the target. That will be ignored. Getting it? So other links here, show local record, show local update. Local record means the record, user criteria record locally present in the instance, but that is not present, it is in delete state. If you click on this, you will see no record found. Say a record deleted, says record deleted. Right? So you can't see the record because that got deleted. So what you can do, you can select, or you can directly click on this. Select and then click on this link, or you can directly click on this link. Accept remote update. So one error is fixed and remaining 8 errors are there. So similarly, item option. So this is a variable. Same error. So check the comparison first. Compare with local. Why all are deleted? Because we backed out the update set. See, this is also delete. Local update is deleted, right? So, so I, so what I think is all these local update errors, all these remote update errors are coming up because we deleted the updates from the older version of update set. So all this can be accepted. Getting it? So select all. What you can do, you have actions here. So you can see accept remote update. Click on this. So all the errors are addressed now. Now you can commit. Right? So committed. So update set is committed and you can go to local update sets. So if the update set is present in the local update set, that means you can understand that it is migrated to the target instance. So it is present in the local update sets. So all these updates are now local to this instance. So you can verify these changes. So observe carefully here. For every update set, there is customer updates related list. So I want to navigate, I want to verify these changes are reflected or not in the target instance. So you see here catalog item. This is a customer update related to the catalog item. Click on this, right click, open. So this is the customer update. You can come scroll all the way down. You can see show related record. Show related record means it will show you the record related to this update. So this update is related to the catalog item and this is the item name. So you can navigate to the catalog item using this related link. Click on this. Right. So this way you can navigate to the item or any update. Say for example, I want to navigate to the this catalog client script. What you can do from the update set, you can open this update, customer update, and from here you have a link show related record. Click on this. So this is the catalog client script. Getting it? So from update set updates, you can navigate to the update. Okay, particular update. And one more thing. So this is the catalog line script, right? Scroll all the way down. You see something called versions here. Versions. So versions will give you the version history. Okay, version history of this particular script. So what is this version history? Version history will track all the updates captured on this particular catalog line script. So this versions is present across all the scripting components like business rules, catalog items, tables, variables, workflows, right? So in all the scripting and configuration components, you will see versions. Wherever you see, wherever you see the components which can be captured in the update sets. So wherever you see the list which gets captured in the update sets, right? These are the list of things. In all these things, you will see versions. In tables, you will see versions. In server-side scripts, you will see versions. Reports, you will see versions. Catalog items, order guides, record produces, all these SLS definitions, import sets. In all these things, you will see versions related list. So versions will give you version history. Understand here something. So there is a name. So name is nothing but catalog client script name, and a recorded time is this entry created date and time, and source is nothing but update set. Update set. So now right. So what is this? Source is capturing the update set. So that means this catalog client script was captured latest on this particular update set. So we captured this in this update set, right? Version 3.0. And before this, in which update set it was captured? In the default update set. In the default update set. So that was a previous version. Previous to previous, it was backed out. Getting it? So current, wherever you see the current, right? State is current. So that current is nothing but this is captured in this update set. So this is the latest update set which captured this catalog client script. So go to catalog item, verify. So you should have versions here as well. So if you do not see versions here, what you can do, configure related list, have versions related list here, add it, save. So this is versions. So here in catalog items you have versions, and what is the latest uh, update set, which captured this catalog item. So this is the update set. Wherever you see current, that's a current update set which captured this particular catalog item. Previous was default, so previous to previous is backout. So if I open any of the other thing, like say for example, say some business rules, for example, just for understanding. So any business rule I can open. There are no versions captured for this business rule. So no versions. So UA policies, configure related list, versions, save. So there's only one version, that is default update set. So I don't have much of version history to show you the previous to previous versions. But when you look into the project related scripts, right, you will see a particular update has multiple version history. So currently this is in default. Previous version should be something else. Previous to previous will be something else, right? Likewise, you'll have list history of the versions. Let me just check for tables. Configure related list, versions. So you see here, this is the current so this is a current version is default. Current update set is default. Previous version update set was default. Again, previous to previous was default. So it was not captured in any update set. It is captured in default update set. Okay. So for example, go to our update set. So this is our workflow copy. So it has been captured only in one version. That is a just a moment. Add source is a resource here. Okay, right. Table dot list. So this is our item, right? Same thing we were checking. Updates. I don't see the update set name here. Published history. Okay, right. To this table. Right. Right. So generally you can understand what version, in which all versions the particular update got captured through the versions related list. But workflows, you can understand which all the previous versions, and if you want to revert to the previous version, you will not get directly a related list like this. Okay, you will not get directly a related list like this. So you have a separate table called workflow versions. Okay, so this is a table name. So on this table, you will see the different version history of the workflow, different version history of the workflow. Getting it? So you can see there is one entry with published as true and remaining entries with published as false. Okay. Now you can revert back your changes from one version to other version. For example, there is a catalog item. Right. So go here. So I'm going to the source. You can go, you can check in any instance, no problem. So versions, you can see here. So this item has 10 versions in the source, and it started with previous default version, then current version is version 3.0. I think this can be a best example. So current version is version 3.0. Previous version was this 1.1.0. Previous version was previous to previous is this. Previous to previous to previous is this. Likewise, so this is the version history. Now, what you can do, so whatever the catalog item that got captured in this version, you can revert to this version if you want. If you want to make the updates, current updates to be on this version, you can revert back to this particular update set. So first we'll check what changes are made. Can do one thing, right click, compare to current. You can do this. Okay, you can do the comparison between this update and current update. So this is the selected version. That means the version 1.0. So and this is the current version. Current version means version 3.0. So you're doing the comparison. So I'm comparing the description here. Okay, description of the catalog item. Verify if there is any change. You see there is some red color change here. This has full stop. Selected version, that is 1.0, has full stop. Current version 3.0. 3.0 doesn't have full stop here. Getting it? So this way you can compare the changes across the versions. So any other change? I don't think so. So that means description has full stop in the selected version, not selected version. What is this selected version? Yet selected version has full stop. Current version doesn't have full stop. So what you can do, if you want to revert back to the selected version, Okay, you can use this button revert to selected version, or else you can revert it from here as well. So you see here, description doesn't have full stop. This is the current version, and but this version has full stop, version 1.0. So if you want to revert back to this particular item to this version, you can do this way. Right click on the version, selected version, and you can revert to this version. You can select this option, revert to this version. So the catalog item will be reverted back to this version. All these things are activities that we'll be doing as part of the project. Okay, so you'll have to understand this. So now we reverted the catalog item to version 1.0, and you can see the description now it has full stop because we reverted the version. Now current version is 1.0, previous version was 3.0. Getting it? So if you want to still make changes, revert back to some other version. If you want to revert back again to this version, what you can do, right click, revert to this version. So it is reverted. Now you will not have full stop here. See, full stop is removed, and current version is version 3.0. Previous is 1.0. Previous to previous was 3.0. Getting it? So this way you can do the comparison and you can revert back the versions as well. Is this clear? Very important related to the development. Everybody clear? And there is one more thing called default update set. Default update set. So if you're not using any update set here, getting it? So as I said, whenever you start making any customization changes, you will first create the update set. But if you are not created any update set, by default there will be a default update set here. There will be a default update set. So default update set, if you did not create any update set, by default the current update set will be default update set. So whatever you start making changes, that will be captured in the default update set. So you can observe here, this catalog item we created, where is it here? So we created this catalog item before discussing update sets, right? So we did not create update sets when we created this catalog item. So what was the update set in which it got captured first? This is default. So if you're not using any current update set, okay, by default the update will be captured in the default update set. Getting it? So this is like any other update set, but we will not be migrating default update set to the higher environments. We will not be migrating default update sets to the higher environment. So if your intention is to migrate the updates, then make sure like you create an update set and then capture them. If your intention is not migration, then you can capture them in the default update set. Getting it? If migration is required, then capture the changes in the custom update set. Custom in the sense that create an update set and then capture it. If migration is not required, then cap then capture the changes in default update set. Clear? Very important. Everybody clear? So this is what the update sets is about. Any questions? All right. So next we'll go for another topic. Have we discussed about notifications?
No, sir.
Email notifications? All right. Okay, we'll start with the email notifications. So email notifications, generally for any activity in the service, no, there will be some email communications. For any activity happening in service, no, there will be some email communications to the users. For example, you created an incident record. Okay, so you raised a ticket or you raised a request, right? So the request is created and it there will be some communication sent to some team, okay, saying that a request has been created. Please check an uh, update, or you can say like a request has been created. Please look into this, so that users will come to know. Okay, some ticket is in our queue, so we'll have to work on it. Without communication, nobody will come to know, right? So if you're given with some work, you should be communicated in some or the other way. If you're not communicated, then you will not come to know that some work is given to me. Similarly, here also, emails are used for communication. So from ServiceNow, you can send from ServiceNow can send emails to the users based on the activities happening in the ServiceNow. You created some ticket, email can be sent. You updated a ticket, email can be sent. You created a request on the catalog item, email can be sent. You the catalog item triggered some approvals, group or user approvals. It can send emails, right? Approval is approved. It can send emails to the users. A task is created from the workflow. An email will be sent. Getting it? So for every activity, there will be some email communication to the users. Getting it? So we need to understand how these emails will work. How can we create emails? How can we configure them? Right? So we need to have that understanding here. So we'll understand some theory here. Okay, then we'll get into the implementation. So email notifications in ServiceNow, there are few properties. So generally email notification contains these things. Okay, email contains recipients, recipients, subject. Okay, so the body of the email. So like how you compose your Gmail, email in the Gmail, like you add the to address BCC or CC, and then you will add the subject line, and then you will add the body of the email and then click on send, right? Same thing here. Recipients means the users who are going to receive the email. So they are called recipients. To address CC or BCC. Subject line contains the subject of the email. Body contains the details of the email. So there are few email properties in ServiceNow. Okay, there's something called outbound email properties. Inbound email properties. Getting it? Outbound email properties and inbound email properties. Outbound email properties means properties related to emails sending from ServiceNow. Okay. Inbound email properties. Properties related to the emails coming into ServiceNow. Okay. Should understand the reference here. Okay. Here you see. Outbound means the properties related to emails sending from ServiceNow. Sending from ServiceNow to outside. Sending emails from ServiceNow to outside. Outside to the users. Inbound email properties. Properties related to the emails coming into the ServiceNow. So from outside as well, you can send emails to ServiceNow instance. So you can send emails to your instance. So properties related to the emails coming into the ServiceNow. They're called inbound email properties. All these points, terminologies are very, very important. Clear? Right? So we don't require target instance here. You can close it. So now observe carefully here. So if you want to check the email properties, let's type emails, not emails, email properties. So type email properties in the application navigator, you see system properties and then email properties. Click on this. Observe carefully here. As I said, two types of properties, outbound and inbound. So this is the outbound section. This is the inbound section. Getting it? So these are all outbound properties. These are all inbound properties. So there is something called email sending enabled property here. Okay. So one more thing, in your lab environment, from lab environment, you cannot send emails to the users. From lab environment, you cannot send emails to the users. So basically from PDI, emails will not be delivered outside to service, outside from ServiceNow. Emails can be sent to ServiceNow, but from ServiceNow, emails will not go out. So the feature is disabled in the lab environments. Okay, so you cannot send emails from ServiceNow to the users in the lab environment, but in the project environments, that's not there. Okay, so you can see that emails are going out from ServiceNow to the users in the project environment. But in lab, you will not be able to send emails from ServiceNow to the users. But how can you check? So we'll see that there is something called email logs where we can check the emails delivered or triggered or not. Getting it? So outbound emails. So here email sending enabled. So yes or no. So it is talking about enabling the email sending feature. It is talking about enabling the email sending feature. So now when this is true, the emails will send out from ServiceNow to the users. When this is yes, then emails will go from ServiceNow to the users. When this is unchecked, that means when this is no, then emails will not go from ServiceNow to the users. Right? So even if you uncheck and uncheck it true in the lab environment, emails will not go out because the feature is disabled by ServiceNow. Otherwise, unnecessary emails will go to the users. Getting it? So for that reason, email sending is disabled in lab environments. Right? So next. So here, so this is dev, this is QA, right? And so these are the different types of instances that you generally have. So generally the business runs on the production instance. So you will be raising tickets or end users will raise a request and activities will go on in the production. And all these environments are the supporting environments. All these environments are supporting environments to the production. So in these environments, end users will not create tickets for business purpose. Okay. They are used for development and support for the production. So now as a developer, you're developing things in the dev instance, right? And you created a catalog item or you created some ticket in the dev instance. So whenever a ticket is created, it should trigger the notification to the users. It should trigger the notification to the users. So but from dev instance, you're just testing the functionality and you created a ticket. So that should not trigger emails to the users. Okay. So emails should trigger only when you create tickets in the production. But in the dev instance, you're testing it, but emails should not go out. Emails can trigger, but that should not be delivered to the users. The emails will be triggered, but that should not be delivered to the users. The emails will be diverted to some dummy email address. All the emails triggered from dev instance will be diverted to some other email address. Getting it? Otherwise, if customers are receiving the emails right from dev, they'll get confused. They'll become panic. Why are these emails coming to us? Getting it? So we do not want that situation to happen. So whatever the emails triggered from dev or QA or UAT will divert all the emails to some email address. So only from production will deliver the emails to the right users. But but across all the other instances, emails will be diverted to some test email address. So here is the configuration related to that. So send all emails to the test email address. So here you'll include the test email address. So when you log into dev, QA or test, and open these properties, you will see some email address is added there. Some test email address is added there, the email properties. But in the production, you will not see any test email address added in the email properties. It will be blank. If it is blank, then emails will go to the customers. Okay, right customers. If it is blank, then emails will go to the right customers. If it is added with some dummy email address or test email address, all the emails triggered from the instance will be diverted to this dummy email address. Is that clear, guys? Everyone clear? Please respond.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these two properties are important, okay, for outbound. Regarding inbound, so this is about the properties related to incoming emails into ServiceNow. Email receiving enabled. That means this is the feature or the property related to incoming emails into ServiceNow. So if it is yes, emails can be accepted or received by ServiceNow. Emails can be received by ServiceNow. If it is unchecked, emails will not be received by ServiceNow. If you send emails to ServiceNow, for example, this instance, I can send email. But if it is unchecked, then email will not be received. Getting it? So that's about the receiving emails. So we'll talk about this in incoming properties or inbound properties during inbound actions. We have separate discussion. There we'll talk about them. But right now, outbound properties are important. Any questions so far? All right, guys. So tomorrow we may not have class. Okay. Uh, we'll connect back again on Monday. Tomorrow we don't have class. Right. Thank you. Any questions?